boxing, there are fighters and then there are game changers. Pat McCormack belongs to the second category. The British star, whose lightning speed and devastating punch have already made him one of the most talked about prospects in the sport, is set to fight on September 6th, and the world is watching with anticipation. This isn't just another bout on the calendar. For McCormack, this is a night where he can silence doubters, shock the division, and announce himself as a future world champion. From the amateur stage, where he stood tall as one of the best Olympians Britain has ever produced, to his unbeaten rise in the professional ranks, Pat McCormack has carried the aura of a fighter destined for greatness. Now on September 6th, he gets the stage to prove it. What separates McCormack from other fighters isn't just his skill, it's the way he fights. He's fast, he's clinical, and when he lands, it's nothing short of frightening. Trainers and sparring partners have compared the sound of his punches to a whip cracking in the air. His straight right hand is a weapon that can split guards and shatter confidence in a single moment. And his body shots, brutal, draining, and designed to break opponents down round after round. Fans who have followed his journey know this. McCormack is not a man who comes to play it safe. He comes to dominate. He has the ability to outbox opponents with slick footwork, precise jabs, and calculated but he also has the killer instinct to press forward, to cut off the ring, and to unleash furious combinations that overwhelm even the toughest rivals. He doesn't just want to win, he wants to make opponents regret stepping through the ropes. With him, September 6th is set to be his most important fight yet. His opponent will be coming in strong, ready, and hungry, but insiders believe McCormack is preparing to deliver something spectacular. Training camp has been brutal. Reports say his conditioning is at its absolute peak. His sparring partners have been pushed aside by the sheer intensity of his punches, and his sharpness is on another level. Every drill, every session, every round of sparring has been designed to bring out the most dangerous version of Pat McCormack the world has ever seen. And here's the shocking part. McCormack's team believes this fight won't go the distance. They believe his power, timing, and confidence will end the night early. Imagine it, the crowd on their feet, the cameras flashing, and Pat McCormack landing a punch so clean, so devastating, that it instantly changes the course of the fight. That's the type of drama people are expecting on September 6th. But beyond the hype, there's something deeper. McCormack represents a new wave of British boxing. He carries with him the pride of Sunderland, the support of his fans, and the legacy of British Olympians who turned into world champions. Every time he enters the ring, he isn't just fighting for himself, he's fighting for everyone who believes in his story, his talent, and his future. His Olympic background gave to him the foundation. His professional career is giving him the spotlight. Now he wants to bring it all together by becoming the fighter nobody can ignore. When you combine Olympic precision with professional hunger, you get something terrifying. You get Pat McCormack. The atmosphere on September 6th is expected to be electric. The arena will buzz with anticipation. The crowd will chant his name. And the tension will be unbearable until that first bell rings. Boxing fans around the world will be tuning in, waiting to see whether this is the night McCormack delivers the performance of a lifetime. Will he showcase his skill and dismantle his opponent round by round? Or will he shock everyone with a knockout so dramatic that highlights of it will be played for years to come? What makes Pat McCormack so exciting is unpredictability. He can dazzle with technique, frustrate with defense, and then suddenly explode with a punch that ends everything. That unpredictability makes every second of his fights must-watch entertainment. On September 6th, one thing is guaranteed. Pat McCormack will step into that ring ready to shock the boxing world. His fists are heavy, his heart is fearless, and his hunger is unmatched. This isn't just a fight, it's a warning. A warning to his division, to his rivals, and to the entire sport of boxing. Pat McCormack is coming, and when he does, someone is going to feel the full force of Britain's next superstar. The boxing world is on fire as Miguel Parra prepares to face one of Britain's fastest rising stars, Pat McCormack, on September 6th. This is not just a fight, it's a collision of styles, a clash of ambition, and a night that promises fireworks. While all eyes have been on McCormack's meteoric rise, Parra is stepping into the spotlight, determined to turn hype into heartbreak, ready to shock fans and derail the British fighter's momentum. Make no mistake, Miguel Parra is not here to play the role of opponent. The Mexican warrior has built his career on toughness, grit, and the kind of relentless pressure that breaks down fighters who underestimate him. Known for his stamina, high work rate, and iron chin, Parra thrives in fights where the pace is brutal and the exchanges are unforgiving. His mentality is simple: keep moving forward, keep throwing punches, and drag his rival into deep waters where only the strongest survive. Fans who know Parra's journey understand why this fight is so dangerous for McCormack. Parra has faced adversity before, standing toe-to-toe with dangerous opponents and proving that he can take punishment and keep coming back stronger. His record may not always shine with glamour, but every fight has been a war, and every round has been a lesson. Those lessons now prepare him for the biggest challenge of his career, an opportunity to shock the world by beating one of Britain's brightest prospects. What makes this matchup fascinating is the contrast in styles. Pat McCormack is known for his speed, sharp counters, and explosive punching power. But Miguel Parra is cut from a different cloth. He is a grinder, a fighter who will not allow McCormack to simply showcase his Olympic-level technique. Parra's game plan is clear: close the distance, apply relentless pressure, and test whether McCormack can handle the kind of war that Parra brings to every fight. Training camp has been intense for Parra. Reports from Mexico suggest that he has pushed his conditioning to the next level, sparring countless rounds to prepare for McCormack's pace and accuracy. His team has emphasized bodywork, believing that attacking McCormack's midsection will slow him down and open opportunities later in the fight. Parra himself has been vocal, promising that he is not intimidated by the hype surrounding his opponent. "I've been in wars before," he said in a recent interview, "and I will take him into places he has never been." This is what makes September 6th so dangerous for McCormack. Analysts agree that while he may be the favorite, the kind of relentless storm Parra brings can ruin even the best-laid plans. Every punch Parra throws has a purpose to wear his rival down, to test his will, and to prove that toughness can neutralize talent. If McCormack falters under pressure, Parra will be right there to capitalize. And here's the shocking part: Parra has the ability to turn this fight into chaos. While McCormack likes control, Parra thrives in disorder. He doesn't care about looking pretty or boxing from a safe distance. He wants a war. He wants blood, sweat, and drama. He wants to test the British fighter's heart and see if he truly has what it takes to be called elite. Fans are already buzzing about the potential fireworks. Can McCormack's skill and power keep Parra at bay? Or will Miguel Parra's relentless forward march break him down and create one of the biggest upsets of the year? Outside the ring, Parra embodies the spirit of Mexican boxing. Proud, fearless, and determined, he represents a tradition of fighters who never back down from a challenge. He knows what victory would mean, not just for his career, but for his country, his supporters, and his family. On September 6th, when the bell rings, all the talk, all the predictions, and all the hype will mean nothing. It will come down to two men in the ring. One, the British star, chasing greatness. The other, the Mexican warrior, chasing respect. And if Miguel Parra has his way, the world will be stunned when the final bell sounds, because in his mind this isn't Pat McCormack, it's his